What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to use Pinterest to drive traffic to your e-commerce website or your blog. So I have an Etsy shop and I've been able to drive 18% of my overall traffic to my Etsy shop using Pinterest. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how I was able to do this. So why Pinterest? Why aren't I talking about using Instagram or Facebook to drive traffic to your blog or e-commerce site? Well, because Pinterest is not a social media platform like Instagram and Facebook, it's actually a search engine. So just like Google, when you type in keywords to find results, people will type in keywords and they will find their results in the form of images. So it's a visual search engine. And a really great thing about using Pinterest for business is people actually use Pinterest to search and plan for their purchases. So they're coming to Pinterest to pin potential things they want to buy. So I'm about to drop a lot of Pinterest knowledge on you today. So before we begin, I want to let you know that I've created a really helpful PDF guide that I'm going to link in the comment section below and in the description box. So after this video, don't forget to check that out. Okay, so let's jump right into how to use Pinterest for your business. First, you need to decide whether you want to keep your current Pinterest account or you're going to create a new one. And the reason why we want to figure that out now is because we're going to be hiding boards and pins that are irrelevant to our ideal customers' wants and needs. So once you've made that decision, you're going to convert your Pinterest account into a business account. It's free and it also unlocks an analytics feature, which you're going to use in the future. And it also enables a really useful keyword tool that we're going to discuss later in this video. So tip number one is to optimize your Pinterest display name. So include your brand name, but more importantly, include search terms that you want to rank for. So include what you sell or what you're known for. Including your brand name makes you look more professional and lets people know that you have something to offer when they land on your account. But including search terms for what you sell or what you're known for will actually help you get in front of more people. Here you can see when I start to type in Etsy marketing, I populate under people. Most people that are looking for Etsy marketing advice are probably not searching my brand or my name, so it's increasing the chances of me being found by people that are looking for things that I offer. I really don't see too many people doing this, especially for those who sell products. So definitely utilize using your Pinterest display name for SEO purposes. Tip number two is to create boards that convert. So we don't want to create boards that we're interested in. We want to create boards that resonate with our ideal customers' wants and needs. And that's because when they land on our profile and they see all these boards that they're interested in, they're more likely to follow. And when they follow you, your pins of your products or your blog posts or whatever you're pinning will show up in their smart feed and in their following feed. So more eyes on your content. So what I do to make this super simple is I have a Google Sheet and I just brainstorm board ideas. And then once I have a good amount, I will do my keyword research. And then from that keyword research, I will finalize my board names by choosing a simple title that's not too complicated and not cutesy, just straightforward. And then I create board descriptions by using a handful of the different search terms. And that brings me to tip number three, which is to find the perfect keywords. And there's nowhere better to look than within Pinterest. Now you can find keywords several different ways. One way is the search bar. So you can start typing potential keyword that you want to use in the search bar and you will see a drop down of auto-populated keywords, and those are frequently searched terms. You can hit enter and what you will see is additional keywords underneath what you searched, and the search volume goes from most to least, left to right. Now, my favorite way of finding keywords is in the ad campaign section. that you only have access to if you have a business account. So what we do is we pretend we're creating an ad campaign. Within there is a section where you can do some keyword research. And the reason why I love this tool is because it actually gives you the monthly search volume of the keywords that are relevant to what you're searching. Now, the idea isn't to just use the keywords that have the widest reach. You actually want to include a mix. So you want to include very broad keywords, but you also want to include the very niche, small search keywords if they're extremely relevant to what you're pinning or what your board is about. Okay, so now we have our display name that is optimized, and we have boards that speak to our ideal customer, and we have found the most perfect search terms that our ideal customer is searching for. Now it's time to create viral pins. Vertical images take up more real estate on the Pinterest feed, so ideally we want to be pinning as many vertical images as we can, and Pinterest suggests a 2:3 ratio. Pinterest is obviously an extremely visual platform, so you want your photos to look really good. But if you have a lot of horizontal images on your blog or on your shop and they're high quality enough, then you can crop it to a vertical ratio, or you can retake photos if necessary. And if you do retake photos, I highly suggest that you take lifestyle photos because those perform really well on Pinterest. Other ideas is you can take your already horizontal images and layer them so they're kind of like a collage, or you can create an infographic if that makes sense for what you're pinning. And you can crop, create a collage, and create that infographic in Canva for free. And you're gonna wanna add those vertical images to your listing photos or to your blog post. And this is because you're not the only one that's going to be pinning your items. Yes, you can manually upload that vertical pin and pin it to Pinterest, but if it's in your listing photos or it's on your blog post and avid pinners come across it and they want to save it to their boards, they are more likely to save those pins that are vertical and Pinterest optimized. If you're pinning from Etsy, then your pins will be rich pins, which basically means more information is included within that pin. And because of that, the only part that you can actually edit is the pin description. So the title and the additional information comes directly from your Etsy listing, but the pin description you can create. So my suggestion is to go back to that Google Doc where you saved all your keywords and create a keyword-friendly pin description, but make sure you don't keyword stuff, which is basically list out keywords, because you can be penalized for that. So make sure it's just a cohesive pin description that uses a handful of those keywords. So once your boards are a little bit more full and you're getting the hang of pinning, then what you want to do is start following your ideal customers. And the reason why we want to do that is because a percentage of those people will follow you back, which means they're more likely to be exposed to your content because you'll be showing up on their smart feed and their following feed. So I know what you might be asking now, which is, where do I find my ideal customers on Pinterest? Well, you can either search for some of those terms that you want to rank for and see who is pinning similar content to yours. If those people were interested in pinning very similar items, then they're most likely interested in what you have to offer. Another great idea is to go to your competitor's Pinterest profile and see who they're following and see who's following them and follow a handful of them. Like I said, a percentage of those people will follow you back. Alright guys, so those were my tips on how to drive traffic to your shop or your blog using Pinterest. And I hope these tips were helpful. Don't forget to download that PDF that will have all these steps listed out for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.